Greetings, YouTube and Wizard 101 players. I am James GiantStaff. That's my sidekick, the Lady Cleo. And this is another Stick of Truth. But we have a guest.
Okay guys, it's WyrmBlade. I'm actually here today, and I'm kind of wondering why.
Yes, the GiantStaff was wrong when he said in that video that the WyrmBlade and the GiantStaff would never meet. I should have asked Lady Cleo if we were fated to meet again. Unfortunately, I didn't. So he's here now. But there's a special reason why. The why is, this is the OMNIBUS the second!
The OMNIBUS. We have done 20 videos. Wow. This has been an awesome series.
Yes, the show has gotten to its 20th episode. The second OMNIBUS. Which means Lady Cleo will give us a topic for us to rant about. But the GiantStaff will also be answering your questions from previous Sticks of Truth. So, Lady Cleo, what's our topic today? Fire up the staff of divination. And it is a topic that is close to both myself and the WyrmBlade. Getting to Warlord.
Oh, getting to Warlord. Yes, that is a very good topic.
So, WyrmBlade, since you are here on the GiantStaff show, tell us, how has your quest for Warlord been?
My quest for Warlord has been bumpy. It's a bumpy road, and it's very hard when you run across people that are, let's say, they don't want to cooperate. And yeah, everybody doesn't want to cooperate, but you do have the ones that do cooperate, and it's a 1, 2, 3, GG, and it's over with. But then you have those others that are not as easy, and they want to make you work your ass off and beat you, and then you have to come back and beat them.
Yes, the GiantStaff has experienced this. Not as the GiantStaff, but as his other aliases. For the GiantStaff ventures out as other wizards in disguise in his quest for Warlord.
Yes,
I don't know why he doesn't quest for Warlord as the GiantStaff, because he loves his fans and he doesn't want to have to attack them brutally. So, WyrmBlade.
I was actually going to mention a rage issue. Tons of people rage when they do PvP, because they don't just rage when they lose. They have a saying for it. They call it Warlord rage. When a Warlord loses, a Warlord will rage, and they will call you names, they will say nasty things to you, and then they just port away.
See, this is what the GiantStaff has been talking about. We need to start being kinder to each other. We're all wizards. We all understand. I mean, the quest for Warlord is the one fraught with frustration and rage, but you shouldn't rage on an opponent. No. You thank an opponent for being strong, for he is making you stronger. For with a rival, like my friend WyrmBlade over here, you have something to quest for. For one day, WyrmBlade, you and I shall PvP, and only one of us shall be left standing. But we will still be friends afterwards.
Of course we will.
Before we get back to the topic of getting to Warlord, let's answer a question! Our first question. Are you a risk taker? Yes, the GiantStaff is a risk taker. He took a risk creating this show. Isn't that right, WyrmBlade?
Yes, it is. We did take a risk making this show back in the day, but as you can see, it's done really well.
You, my best friend, Garth. Are you a risk taker?
You know, actually, I am a risk taker, buddy.
You see, the GiantStaff and the WyrmBlade are both risk takers. And the biggest risk that I have taken personally is this show. I didn't know how you guys would receive me, but you have received me with open and loving arms.
You know, there was a thing. Somebody had made a little like question and answer thing or something about you on another website. That was pretty cool. You know, the fans are actually taking the show to the next level.
You see, the GiantStaff has much love for you. He loves you all. He really does. The fact that you made a question and answer thing about the GiantStaff, it makes me want to cry. But I won't. Now, back to our original rant.
Yes, getting to Warlord. Well, go ahead. It's your show. Sorry.
This seems to be a problem for most Wizard 101 players. I mean, we need to start having rules of etiquette for getting to Warlord. We really do. And the GiantStaff feels that, 1, you should always thank your opponent, for he is making you stronger, even if he does not win or he does beat you. 2, no hard feelings afterwards. It's just a game, folks. 3, keep all of the flaming and evil comments for outside of the game. If you gotta scream, rant, rave, and yell, don't do it in-game, do it out-game in real life. That's the best place for that. Your feelings on the subject?
My feelings on the subject actually is when you actually go into PvP. Guys, you know, when you actually take the first steps and you walk into that ring and you hit the match, don't go in there hoping that you're going to just win and smash everybody, because there's people out there that will try to go undefeated. I've met a couple of them, and when they lose a match, they delete the character, they make a brand new character. You know, you take your wins with your losses. You know, I understand people want to try to have a perfect record. There's no thing as a perfect record.
To quote Sun Tzu, you win before you go into battle. That means you must win in your mind first, then you go fight. That is how the GiantStaff does it every day. He wins in his head first, then he goes and has a battle. Next question! If you won $1 million playing the lottery, what would you do? Well, see, if the GiantStaff won $1 million playing the lottery, the GiantStaff would most likely buy a house for him and his friends to hang out in, and get better equipment so that he can do the Stick of Truth all the time, because he does love his fans. I do love this show. Kari, if you won $1 million playing lottery, what would you do?
I would probably get, like you said, get a house and get everybody together, you know, all my close friends, and bring them all together, and we would live together. And probably get some better gaming equipment too.
Oh yeah, definitely got to get better gaming equipment. Not to mention I'd have a room just for D&D.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we would have to have a room just for D&D.
The GiantStaff does love throwing the dice.
Oh, as does the WyrmBlade.
Oh, here's an interesting question in my bag of questions.
Uh-oh.
What are some of the things you should not say at a funeral?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, this is a great question. For you see, the GiantStaff, in his youth, went to a Jewish Orthodox funeral. And he said multiple things that should never be said at a funeral. Especially an Orthodox Jewish funeral. The GiantStaff called a rabbi a priest, mentioned pork on multiple occasions, spoke illy of the dead after the fact, again, mentioned he was Christian and wanted pork at the meal afterwards, and went on a 45-minute rant about the dead guy to his wife.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
That doesn't sound very good.
Oh, no, because 2 days after that, the GiantStaff's friend's mother, who shall remain nameless because we're protecting names here, we protect the innocent on the Stick of Truth, called him over and told him she was happy that he finally said that which the family could not say about this evil old man. Oh yes, and if you want to know more about evil old people, refer to a previous Stick of Truth about angry old people,
which we can actually put a link to the description in the description below to that video.
That's awesome. Ooh, here's a good one. What is the best part of your day? The best part of the GiantStaff's day. The best part of the GiantStaff day would have to be waking up with Folgers in my cup.
Folgers in your cup.
And no, we did not do that as product placement. I actually do drink Folgers coffee. It's really tasty. But all kidding aside, the best part of my day is waking up and seeing that all of my friends and loved ones have done the same. It warms the GiantStaff's heart to know that those he care about have made it through another night. For he cares a lot. His heart is huge. He loves you all. You, my friend, WyrmBlade. What is the best part of your day?
The best part of my day, I would have to say, is when I actually get to get up. It's basically in the morning and do my daily routine. Go and get a kiss from my love as she's getting ready to head out to work.
That warms the GiantStaff's heart. It really does. Oh yes, the last question we will be answering before the ranting begins again. Do you believe in a higher being? You see, the GiantStaff is a follower of a very, very, very strange and unorthodox religion. He is a universalist. The GiantStaff believes in the universe, a collective unconscious will which governs the events of the universe. He believes this because in his youth, when he reached the age of reason, age 12, he did a lot of study on multiple religions. And in his old age, though he is only 32, he still considers himself old because he can't understand young people these days, has come to believe in the universe. He has cobbled together the reasoning of multiple religions into a belief that allows him to be good to all men. And allows him to not do very bad things, though he is occasionally prone to doing something evil because, well, it's the duality of man. With this, the GiantStaff has forged the path of righteousness, justice, and good, although occasionally evil does creep in there every once in a while, to live by. That is the GiantStaff's state of higher being. Well, WyrmBlade, what do you believe?
Well, I do believe there is a higher power. I actually am Wiccan. Well, my religion falls under the Wiccan path, pagan path, as people call it. So yes, there is many, many, many higher powers out there for me.
Yes, the WyrmBlade has done some study on that as well. As has the GiantStaff. It is an interesting religion, my friend.
Thank you very much, my friend.
I wish you much luck in that.
Thank you.
So, in conclusion, getting to Warlord. It is a path fraught with many difficulties and frustrations. But, you must remember, be kind to your opponent. Be kind to yourself. Be true to your magic. And you shall obtain the honor of being a Warlord.
Yes, that honor is very nice once you gain that badge and that robe. And I'm currently working on trying to get the GiantStaff into that ring, which I don't know how well that's going to.
You know what? The GiantStaff will agree to one thing, my friend. That one day we will meet in the Ring of Honor, and one of us shall fall, the other shall rise. And then we will shake hands and go have a soda.
That sounds good. Can it be a Mountain Dew?
Yes, it will be a Mountain Dew, for that will be my victory dew. Because I've already won that battle in my mind. We just need to go fight it.
Nice.
And this has been another OMNIBUS!
It was nice having me on your omnibus.
Maybe you'll be here for future omnibuses or future episodes. Who knows? Only the Lady Cleo and the Staff of Divination can tell us that. That's not a question I'm asking just yet. But to all of those fans out there, who knows? The future holds a lot of things. But this has been another Stick of Truth and the Omnibus the Second!